She's like, listen, we'll have like a code word, and as soon as you want, and I was like, oh my God, she makes me feel so safe and so cozy.
This is all like the first date?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lesbians.
Yeah.
Having a lovely couch is complete by having a lovely blanket. And I love going home after a long day's work of talking to Bob the Dragon on a podcast or my podcast and just curling up next to this lovely, soft, plush, delicious blanket. Because Lola is the world's #1 blanket crafted with ultra soft, luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart from the rest. One Lola instantly elevates your space. It's unbelievably soft and it is fierce, darling. Lola is my go-to gift, and it's my favorite thing to give folks that I love. So for a limited time only, our listeners are getting a huge 35% off their entire order at lolablankets.com by using code Monet at checkout. Just head to lolablankets.com and use code Monet for 35% off. After your purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola blankets. Lovely.
Monét Talks. Everybody come sit down, let's have a chat. Monét Talks. Living life gossip, chop it up, this or that. Monét Talks. Get comfortable, cause you on the show. We just wanna know where you been, who you been with. Monét Talks.
All right. Monét Talks listeners, subscribers, viewers, whatever you are. Today we are joined in studio by the dynamic, beautiful, gorgeous, very vivacious couple.
Ooh, vivacious.
Yes.
Vivacious.
I like it.
Raven and Miranda. How y'all doing, y'all?
Hi, Monet. Thanks for having us.
Thank y'all for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. I know y'all are busy folks in this world.
This
so
was
taking
a
the time-
perfect day. This was a perfect day.
Yeah.
And it's very hot this week. And delicious.
It
Like
is.
anytime it's and I think my body has acclimated to California because now when it's like low 60s, I'm like, oh, it's freezing. I literally wore a fur coat to the club, to the bar the other day, and everyone was like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, it's cold.
It's
Oh my
cold.
gosh,
I need
it's
Ugg
chilly.
fur.
It's chilly.
There's this,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, there's this girl, babes, she lives in Svalbard, which is the coldest place, I think, like in the world.
Svalbard.
Svalbard.
I'm gonna get this it's Nordic, like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm just bringing this up because she was in 62 degrees and she was like, I'm sweating. It's so hot because she's literally used to being in like negative 12. Exactly. And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She was in a bikini.
No.
Yes, I swear to God,
No.
in 62 degrees. And I was like, wow, it's crazy what bodies do.
I even find myself it was 81 the other day, and I still heated the pool so that the water was warm.
Period.
Right? I'm
Period.
like, I don't want to get out the, which just sounds so bougie and first world
Yeah,
problems.
no.
I don't want to get out the pool and be chilly. I want to have it warm and be like bath water.
100%. That breeze. Ouch.
The breeze,
Yes.
absolutely.
No, it's the worst.
Okay, I want to know about this ball because I did y'all's podcast, Tea Time with Raven Miranda, which was so fun.
We're
Loved
so happy
having
we
you.
love you.
Y'all really got it. The conversation was so good. Like it was like I was like having some nostalgia. I was like reliving y'all. Y'all really got me together. It was one of the best times I had on the podcast.
And you had such a good beauty epiphany.
Oh
Remember
my
we were
God!
Yes.
I've
I love
literally
that
been
moment.
telling everyone about that.
Oh, I love that for
Really?
you.
It was like a light bulb moment.
I saw that in your eyes. Like I saw it happen for you and I loved it.
Yes, and I'm not gonna give too much because y'all need to go watch the episode. It was
It's
like
Miranda moments. That,
oh sorry,
Yeah.
in Miranda moments.
Yeah.
which only lives on.
It lives on the same channel.
Okay.
But just so people know, that's
Yes.
where they can find
It's
it.
on Miranda moments, and I just had an epiphany about so much of my privilege as a man that I had no idea I was holding and carrying around.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, privilege is such an interesting thing. Like, I mean, and that's probably just a small part of it. There's probably so much more if I really sit my ass down and think about it. I'm like, damn, I've been really walking around out here with my dick in my hands, not even realizing what the other gender is going through.
I'll give you another one about gender inequality and privilege for men. When you're in a position of power as a female, you will tend to lower your voice to be taken seriously compared to if you make your voice like this, it makes people want to take care of you. And it makes you a lot more frail, but it also is like a tinge of irritation to a male's brain. So when you are in charge as a female, it is advantageous for you to kind of lower your voice a little bit.
So literally lower like the
Tonality.
the tone on your voice.
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
Raven and I will talk about this because when we're in meetings together, I get spoken over all the time.
Do you really?
And Raven will like, yes, constantly. And Raven will like kind of like tap me and she'll be like, lower your voice and say it again. Lower your voice, say it again. And then I'll have to literally be like, so, excuse me.
Oh my God, no.
And it's like, the point I'm trying to make about the script is.
No, but babes, like, give
And
it.
then everyone listens. They're like, Raven's wife is fucking crazy.
No,
like,
but
on
seriously,
page
babes,
32?
No, seriously, like, show the difference of the like how you normally speak.
I think sometimes I'm just here and I'll be, and I kind of process. So I'll say things like in meetings and I'll be like, I think the problem with the character was that versus
Now watch this.
the issue with the character is that she is not fully developed.
Yes.
And therefore, if
I
we
feel
want
that.
Yeah.
It's literally an energy shift in the room, though.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because I literally have to like
Speak with your
present.
chest.
Yes. Stay with your chest.
Stay with your chest.
Okay,
Yeah,
but I
men
want
don't
you to
do
have
that.
your moment.
Okay.
This.
So you just hold it. It's kind of like a fidget situation. I love that.
So this is called a Nido, and there are different kinds of fidgets. This is my favorite because it's the squish. It's the squish. It's kind of dense. For those who are just listening, it kind of looks like a breast implant. And that's what I just love the texture of it.
That, Miranda.
I'm fully addicted. Raven, babes, talk about your
So
fidgets.
I started this with everyone. I directed a pilot with a whole bunch of kids, and I would always chew on stuff and play with my nails. And the main actress, Miss Michelle Harris, she came up to me and she was like, "Here, Auntie." I was like, okay. And it was this plastic orb looking thing. And you would, like, if I held one side of it and threw it across the room without actually letting it go from my hands, it would turn into a spear. And then if I squish it, it would turn into a flat sphere. And so I came home, I was like, babes, I'm addicted. And she touched it. She was like, oh, I like this. She played with it a little bit,
hard,
but it was
though.
too hard. It was too plasticky. My wife grew up with Play-Doh. So she wanted something that kind of resembled Play-Doh or a titty, whichever one.
I'll let you decide. Silly putty. This, though, also really helped. I don't know. I have had this thing. Should I tell them about the Bugle Snatcher?
Oh my God.
A
Tell them
bugle
about
snatcher? That sounds like a sexual device.
Doesn't it?
Yes, girl. Yes, my
it
bugle
does.
snatcher.
We have so many things we could do.
Come
with
on,
that.
baby, pull out the bugle snatcher tonight.
Babes, tell Monet.
Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on.
Wet your whistle.
Amy, is the story. Okay, so my wife is really weird. So
Fair.
we were at Joann's Fabrics. Rest in peace, Joann's
Oh
Fabrics.
my God, wait, is she closed?
Oh,
No.
Joann's is
Yeah, I think
closed.
so.
No.
Yes.
Trinity the Tuck is probably dying. It's her favorite place. Joann's Fabric is closed?
Yeah, it's.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Well, first of all, was she what side of history was she on? Was she
Correct.
She was
You
on.
know.
She was on the okay side of history.
okay side. Okay, good.
She wasn't a
didn't-
Hobby Lobby.
She wasn't
Okay,
Hobby
she was
Lobby.
yeah, Hobby
Yeah.
Lobby is no.
No.
What about Miss Piggly Wiggly?
Oh my
Piggly
God.
Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly's on the wrong side of history.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I wouldn't
but
be
also,
surprised.
everything
Yeah,
is,
it's
right?
not-
iPhones are. I'm like, but here I am.
Oh, here I
Literally.
am.
You know, whatever.
Do you go to Chick-fil-A?
Okay.
That shit is delicious.
No, okay. Everything happened with Chick-fil-A. I boycotted it for years.
Yeah.
Then I moved to a state where it was readily available, and I would sometimes sneak into the thing and get a thing. But then I saw this crazy TikTok, and I saw the amount of ingredients
Period.
Oh,
in
yeah,
a chicken
yeah.
sandwich, and I was like,
I
why
saw that
are there
too.
57 ingredients in a
Yes.
chicken sandwich?
So it's
insane.
delicious.
So it tastes the same place everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or so I said that wrong, but so
I
it
heard-
tastes the same every location.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
location.
consistency. I heard about what they felt about the about our community.
Yeah.
I walked up and I was like, "I'm gay. Give me a chicken biscuit." I was like,
I'm gay, but I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, well, that's
shit.
the thing. I'm so sick and tired of like the purity test. Everyone like, oh, well, if you go to Chick-fil-A, I'm like, yeah, but you're texting on an iPhone. You're going to Taco Bell. We're all slightly participating in it.
100%.
So like, don't try to shame me because I spent $12.97 on a chicken sandwich. You know what I'm
Period,
saying?
period.
Like we all falter. We all, and I know we can all actively be better at whatever, but don't try to act like you don't stumble and do
Yeah.
the thing too. You
Where
know?
else are you gonna get a chicken biscuit from?
I would say Popeyes.
Popeyes. I was about to say Popeyes.
Chick-fil-A.
I don't know, you guys.
Yeah.
I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. I know Chick-fil-A like
You
the back
do.
of my hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
What,
also
Zaxby's?
ew
Dry.
dry.
The Zaxby's chicken is too
I don't
dry.
like Cane's either.
Oh, you don't like Cane's?
chicken tenders.
Cane's.
I like the
Yeah.
chicken tenders at Cane's.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just eating bread and then like 2 pieces of meat string. I feel like there's barely any meat in those chicken tenders.
I will say if I have Cane's, I had to clear the rest of my day so I can have easy access to my toilet.
Exactly.
Because
Hilarious.
Cane's does not agree with my system.
Oh my
Totally
gosh.
agree.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait, we're
goodness.
talking about. I
Yeah,
distracted
so
us.
Joanne.
Snatcher.
Yeah, Bugle
Bugle
Snatcher.
Snatcher.
The Bugle Snatcher.
I love
Oh my
this.
gosh.
Okay, so we're in Joanne's because I'm a crafty and I'm always figuring out some kind of craft that I'm never going to finish. And
Not a crafty, babes. A crafter.
a crafter. And I love
She's
crafty.
literally so obsessed with crafty. She's just like, yeah, I'm a crafty.
Crafty. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, why did I know the word crafty?
Literally.
I was like,
Delicious.
on set, crafty
Yes.
is a place where you get like little snacks and
Raven's
food and stuff.
favorite place.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love crafty.
Yeah.
But being on set, I leave a thing and I will gain. If I'm doing a week-long shoot, I will easily gain 3 or 4 pounds.
Period.
I'm just constant. It's just always available.
Oh my god.
Always.
It's the peanut M&Ms and the licorice that get me every fucking time. I'm just like, oh,
And
yeah,
we're
yeah.
we're from a time period of crafty where they just used to have a big pot of steamed white rice on the side with soy sauce. It was one of the most delicious crafty
that's
snacks.
a good thing?
Oh my god, remember that, babes?
Because it was an easy filling carb that people could just, working on a set is intense, right? So
Yeah.
they're just like, here's your little pick-me-up. You get some white rice and put some soy sauce on it. And it's just like always there, like with the coffee.
delicious.
It's
Okay.
weird,
Okay.
but it's
Coffee
just
and
like
rice.
it's just like
see
a
that.
fast, easy snack carb energy. Now
We did that
back
all
to
the
your
time.
13
Okay. Listen.
Yes,
Oh, yes, the
finally.
Bugle Snatcher.
We're in the Bugle
For
Snatcher.
real this time. For real
It's not
this
even
time.
gonna like smack as much as all these other
No.
stories we're going to. Cut this shit out. Okay. So we're at Joanne's. I'm getting my craft and we're in. Okay, when you're in like not a Target, when you're in like a TJ Maxx or a Joann's,
Like a
the
Marshalls.
Marshalls, the line to get to the cash register is really long.
Yes.
Right? You're walking through aisles and aisles of Willy Wonka candy. So I'm here with my wife, and I'm like, oh my god, look at this Ferrero Rocher. Oh my god, babes, there's M&Ms. Obviously, I'm not eating it. No. And she's like, oh yes. And then I just see her kind of like step behind me. This could be wrong, but I'm doing it for emotional effect of the
Okay,
story.
okay.
And she's like slowly, and I'm like hearing this and I'm like, what? I look behind it, and my wife is taking all of the soft chocolate and chips and crunching it while they're still in the bag.
Yeah.
She takes a Bugle bag and she's like, try it. And I'm like, no, psycho. And she's like, no, try it. She gives me the Bugle bag and I'm like, okay, I'm going to just squish a Bugle. So
Bugles are amazing to smash.
in the bag. And I'm like, so how do you feel if you get one of these bags randomly?
Like, I don't
and,
buy Bugles.
And they're all crushed.
all crushed. And so I called her the Bugle Snatcher from then on.
So let me explain.
Oh my god.
So this started for me a while ago when I would be like in a TJ Maxx with my mom in that candy section or
Yes.
not even just at checkout, but there was like an aisle and they have like European chocolates on discount. I have like a sensory thing and when I feel certain textures, like I just want to crunch. So Lindt chocolate balls, for example.
Yes.
Like I want to smush. It's like kind of this, the
Oh,
fidget,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like the texture. So if something is near me, as a younger person, I had a hard time with the controlling. Like I would want to touch it and squeeze it and,
and
kind
then
of
put it back on
the shelf.
on the shelf.
well, that was the
problem I
mess.
had.
That was the messed up part. But I mean, yes, it's very. I'm sorry for anyone who bought the smash bag of Bugles or it
was her.
It was me. But yeah, that was the Bugle Snatcher. But I don't know. It's really. I also
sensory
highly
thing.
recommend it. Like popcorn is great to like mush.
Well, but to your point, no one should be eating Bugles. I mean, I don't like Bugles, so you're actually doing the world a service by
agree.
crushing all the Bugles that
Yeah.
exist in the world.
Every
Yeah,
Bugle.
now they'll just make it steak and shake, put their chicken in it and shake it up.
Shake it
Yeah,
up.
shake
Exactly.
it
Yeah,
up.
praise be.
Exactly. We were also talking about OCD stuff earlier. So I am a super this has been a big thing with me and my boyfriend because he was straight up until he was 27 years old. So he's recently come out only 7 years ago now. And so, he just kind of lives his life as like a straight man often, and cleanliness is a way I see that turn up a lot.
yeah.
And I grew up in a West Indian household. Like I've been cleaning from the time I've been 3 years old.
Oh yeah, you have.
So it is and I'm like, all the blankets have to be folded and rolled a certain way. He washes the towels and he just folds. I'm like, no, there's a certain way that you wash and fold towels so that they look nice on the shelf, but it just does not compute to him
Yeah.
that there's a certain method for all these things. How does yours show up?
Oh my gosh, it shows up in so many ways. It shows up in the refrigerator. I want everything turned and front facing. It shows up in cleanliness. It shows up in
Healthcare.
yeah,
in your way of
body health, but also like cushions, couch cushions. Like I want everything to be like pushed up. Like my babes will be lounging and her body will leave a beautiful indentation.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
Miranda, I feel so sad.
I don't want to see
But I'm
that.
coming back to the same spot.
I know, but
I'm gonna do it again and again.
but in the
doesn't
20 minutes it is
matter.
not, it will be so much nicer.
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah,
it was like
100%.
You guys, I need you to stop.
Shoes. It shows up in shoes. It shows up with you don't wear your outside clothes on
the bed. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Miranda.
Okay, but hold up though.
This one.
Let me
this
counter
one over
that
here.
though. Let me counter that though.
Okay, Raven.
She's
what's
like,
up?
I'm waking up the next morning and have to get dressed, but now I'm saving time.
No. You don't want to put your outside clothes on the bed. However, when we first got married, you would wear your outdoor shoes in the house.
Okay, okay.
And it took a while for you to take the shoes
I'm with
off.
Raven on that one.
Yeah, this is true. So but now I'm major on it. Like
Yeah, now she's
no
down for
shoes in the house.
Same.
But that is true. That wasn't something that I was taught young.
Yeah.
And that wasn't something, but it's like, I'm shocked that my mom did not impose that rule.
Yeah. In St. Lucia, we did it. But when my family moved here, when I moved to my aunt's house in Brooklyn, then because I think it was a New York thing. Because in the islands, like whatever,
Yes.
in New York, the same shoes that you walk around on the subway where people are peeing and shit,
Yeah.
like you want to make sure that. So we were a strict no shoes in the house. So that's following me up.
Totally. Like we knew that when we were in New York as kids that you took your shoes off, but home in LA it like wasn't as big of a thing.
Also, but when oh my God, today I had a couch delivery and it didn't fit in the room, so it was a whole story. Anyway, long story short, when they came in, the guys, like, I always struggle with guests, like people like that. I'm like, oh God, I want to tell them to put on the shoe covers, but then I feel annoying saying that.
I will say
I
it.
say
Will
it.
you?
Yeah.
I need to. I was like, yeah, it's okay. You can come in. I'm like, I just need to just say, hey, can you please put these on? But I just can never do it. I always feel like an asshole.
I got you. You call me, I'll do it for you. I love saying that.
You know, we had somebody at our house last week who was there to fix something in the master bedroom, and there were two people. One of them had been to the house many times, so he knew right away to take his shoes off. So he says to the other person, take your shoes off. And he looks like totally like deer in the headlights. And I was like, what's wrong? And he was wearing Crocs. And he was like, I can't take my shoes off. And we were like, okay. He's like, I broke my foot and I can't walk if I don't have my shoes on. And I was like, oh. And then at that point, like, really, then I'm an asshole. If I'm like, no, take your shoes off with your broken foot. I don't care. Literally, our housekeeper, too, had just finished, like, doing the floors. And then I said to him, okay, just at least when you get upstairs to the master, can you not walk on the carpet or, like, try and avoid the carpet with your shoes if you don't mind? And he was like, okay. And I was just like, oh God, like that one was hard for me.
I just broke my girl.
And you're wearing Crocs?
Are you wearing Crocs? Because there's so much support in a Croc. That is crazy.
I know, but I was like, maybe he's just like really feet self-conscious. But that's the other thing too. Like, I don't really necessarily want like your bare ass feet. So I didn't know.
Wear socks. When you go to someone's home, wear socks.
Yeah.
Or we should provide socks.
We
for
should.
you. Yeah.
Or we should have
We should go to Costco.
We should have shoe booties. I like that. We should have that.
I went to Jackie Ina's place, and she has this fucking cool, and I try to find one. It's like this thing, you walk in, and you step on it.
I've seen them on
and
TikTok.
it puts a thing on the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah. Like
She has that in her home. And I try to find one, and I thought I bought a nice one, girl. The thing would not work.
You bought it off of Temu?
I bought it off of Temu. They didn't sell it anywhere else.
Oh my God.
I was like, ain't no way Jackie Ina bought the Temu one. But this is all I can find. And it just did not work. But yeah,
I would love that.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
The little plastic. It just puts a little plastic thing under your shoe. So yeah, it's great. Yeah.
I like those for the toilets. Like whenever I go into a public toilet and there is that rotating thing. I mean, hopefully they're not just rotating the same thing over and over.
Probably are.
Yeah, now that I say that out loud, that's what I thought. But I used to like it because I was like, wow, I appreciate the fact that I don't have to do the do, you know?
Yeah.
Or I'm just squatting all the time. That's really
Well, that's some of my privilege. As a more time my privilege shows up, I don't ever, because I will not number two in public.
Oh, really?
I will go into a stomach cramp. I will rather go to the hospital than use a public restroom to sit down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
I don't give a
She really doesn't.
Really?
And I have, for some reason, sometimes I have anxiety at grocery stores. And as soon as I walk into a grocery store, I'm like, babe. She's like, goodbye. And I am.
It's the weirdest thing. It was like, and you were like on a real roll for a while. Like anytime we would go into a market, within like 3 minutes, she would be like, I have to go find the bathroom. Oh my God, I have to go find the bathroom.
Really?
And she would go and like blow up a fucking Ralph's. And like, I was like, babes, that's disgusting.
I don't care.
But
What
also,
else is it for? What else am I supposed to do?
oh my God. Also, like the Gelsons in Silver Lake, you like demolished. And like that bathroom is foul. She like didn't give a fuck. She's like, okay, so what's on our list? Like 20 minutes later. I was like,
Oh my God, I love that.
was too much.
Literally, my boyfriend is the same way.
oh my
He will go. I mean, he also eats like a lot of protein and shit because he's like weightless. So he is going to the restroom at least 4 or 5 times a day.
Whoa.
Supermarkets, everywhere, all the
doesn't
time.
matter.
Yeah,
That's what it's
wild.
for.
Wow.
Well, at least y'all need to like. Y'all seem like y'all do like cute stuff together. He hates going to the grocery store and stuff with me. He's so
Even
averse to
Erwan?
that. Erwan. Well, I can't fuck with Erwan. I cannot spend $80 on a Haley Bieber cupcake. I just can't.
You can't?
I can't.
You can't bring yourself to
I
that?
also don't like milky things, so I think it's just not for me.
I've
you
never
know?
had it. I don't. Have you had?
No, I'm not
it?
gonna drink that.
You've had one there though that you like.
She's her products aren't ever going to be on my feed,
Got it.
so I will drink everybody else's.
Got it.
Strawberry
thing.
cloud,
Not really.
cream or whatever.
But we'll take them. I think it would be so cute if we all had a double date and
Honestly,
we did something super
we need
cute.
to do it. I think
it'll
it'd
be
very
fun.
Cute. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
100%.
Game night first.
Game night first.
Game night first.
New parade.
Love it.
Wait, so y'all met in 2015 at a karaoke bar?
Yes.
That you were hosting karaoke?
I was hosting karaoke. It was a little bit. It was super gay,
Was it? Okay, what bar?
babes.
It was 11 then, but now I don't know what it is.
So, do you know? Don't tell me. Oh, don't tell me. Yeah,
It was on that corner.
I don't go out, so I really couldn't tell you. I know of the Abbey because they.
Yeah.
Abbey,
Because
yeah.
I know the Abbey. I know Mickey's
Historic.
and I know Rocco.
Of course,
know
you know
Mickey's.
Mickey's.
Yeah.
And of course,
Those
you know
are the only
Rocco's.
3 I know.
Because they're the
Wait.
only ones that survived.
Yeah, everything else like.
Is
yeah.
Mickey still there?
Yeah,
Yes, it's still there.
Okay, because I think that the place we were was like
was on
2
the
down
corner.
from Mickey's on the corner.
Like going towards
No,
La
going
Cienega?
towards La
La
Cienega.
Cienega. Yeah.
It's okay. Listen,
okay.
it was there and it's not
Okay,
there anymore.
okay.
I was hosting it and then saw her in the crowd. Walked up to her glow. You pretty girl. You real
Hilarious.
pretty.
I wish this is how this happened.
Wait, so was it a song you were singing?
No, I wasn't singing.
You
I
weren't
was
singing.
I was not singing.
Do you not do karaoke?
I love karaoke.
Okay.
I wouldn't have done it in that particular place because it was like you get up on a little stage and you really are
It's like you're
focus on me.
yeah.
Come on, it was
Yeah.
with the gays. Of
But-
course, it was
Yeah, the
like,
gays won.
Yeah,
There.
it was.
It's time to try.
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
pretty extra. I don't have that. But we did karaoke recently and
in a bar. It was cute.
it was really cute in the valley.
Okay.
And we had a good time.
But yeah, it was just like a quick little meeting. And I was like, here's my number. I'm with friends. I gotta go. Left real quick and then
Dope.
saw her outside when I pulled up in my
I
smart
was
car,
with friends too.
rolling up on her. I was like,
She rolled the window down. She had her assistant in the front seat, and she like leans forward and she was like, hey, like we're going to Astro Burger, but come to my house party next week. And I was
Word.
like, okay.
period.
And then I said to myself, though, I'm not just going to go to her house party. Like, if I'm going, I have to have like a date with this person to actually understand if there is a chemistry there, because we connected. Like, I it was really interesting when we first started talking at this karaoke thing. Instantly, I was like, oh, that's my person. Like, I
Really?
felt so
Like in the moment, you were like, you just felt like this.
Yeah.
This energy connection, that this was your soul person.
totally. And I was like, I am going to know her. So I felt confident and comfortable being kind of like putting myself out there and saying, I want to see you on a one-on-one date now that you know that I'm like not crazy. And she kind of like vetted me a little bit that night. Yeah, I said, before I come to your house party, I think we have to have just us time.
And so you did not go to the house party.
I did.
Oh, you did,
came.
but y'all had
Yeah.
a date before that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And where was the date? Can I ask where was the date?
Yeah. Tell baby.
No, you don't.
Okay, so it was very hot. It was summer, and we planned to go to LACMA to sit in the park and have iced teas and just like chit chat.
Okay, what's Lachman? Shannon, what Lachman is?
Yeah, Los Angeles County Museum of Art.
Oh, great.
Have you not ever been?
No, I've never been.
That's
You
where
know
we're
what? That's
going.
what our
That's
date
where
is.
that's where our
we love
date
that.
is.
My
It's
boyfriend loves it. He loves
beautiful.
museums.
Oh my gosh.
Have you been to the gardens?
No. Is
What
that
gardens?
the tar pits?
The Huntington Gardens?
Huntington Gardens too.
What's Huntington Gardens?
Oh, we have to go to the Huntington
I'm
Gardens.
down.
It's in Pasadena. It's amazing.
I think
It's
that's more
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Okay, let's do that.
We can do both,
Yes.
but one has AC and one doesn't. So
Okay.
pick
AC
your poison.
first.
AC first.
Yeah. So anyhow, LACMA just has a beautiful park, so I thought we can sit there. But it was August and it was sweltering.
Melting.
So and it was like a heat wave. So we ended up sitting in my car for basically 10 hours, just talking.
Not exaggerating.
No.
Yeah, because like Raven came and met me at a friend's house where I had been. It was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and we were going to go to LACMA. We ended up not. We went to Larchmont instead. We got teas. We went to Lemonade and Starbucks, and we were kind of like, okay, what do we want to do? And we just ended up sitting in the car in the AC, like talking, trying to decide, but then just getting caught up in conversation.
Yeah.
And then finally, it was like 10 o'clock, and she said, I have this birthday party to go to. Do you want to come with me? And I'm not a social person like that. Like, gave me instant anxiety, and I kind of was like, no. And she's like, listen, we'll have like a code word. And as soon as you want, and I was like, oh my God, she makes me feel so safe and so
Wow, this is
cozy.
all like the first date?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lesbians.
The straight to me. We're lesbians.
This is
Wow,
nothing.
that's so sweet and so romantic, though.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like she was instantly making you feel safe and like, babe, I got you.
Totally.
In the first date.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what were you going through?
Yeah, like, did you feel this my person as well?
No.
No.
I'm a little bit of I was a serial monogamist back then.
Got it.
So, like, I knew that we would be in each other's lives, but I wasn't thinking that I was going to marry her. Even though I did always date to marry, I also know that, literally just talking about this in the car, that I am the type of person that I will attach to you really quick. And, like, I'll dream about all the things that we're going to do together. And then I'm, like, over you by the 3rd year.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really go too ham too hard. I just kind of was myself and how I am with her. And be like, okay, this is cool. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. But her conversation, that brain was crazy. Like, she knew how to have... She says this too, but she could talk about the industry. She could talk about spirituality. She could talk about food. She could just kiki. She's funny as shit. And I enjoyed that. And I was actually very surprised that we talked as long as we did in the car.
Yeah.
And even though I am social, I'm also very not social. Like, I will stay in the house. And then if my friends call, I'll be like, all right, let me get up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm leaving by 12. You know what I mean? I'm not staying after hours. But then she came to the house party and I just saw how she moved and the moving. And I was like, okay, I'd like to see how you are with my other friends. So I invited her to Philadelphia for a glamping trip.
Oh my God, glamping.
We did a quick little glamp trip. And
The only way I could do it, I could never camp.
And I changed it to that because when I was originally invited, it was, do you want to come camping with me and my friends? And I said, no. I was like, I need outlets, and I am not shitting in the woods.
I'm not shitting in the woods.
I'll shit anywhere.
And let me tell you,
Right with a shovel, like.
so happy about it too. She was like, this is nature.
Let me tell y'all what's luxury, honey. Going home after a long day, laying out on the couch, and wrapping yourself in this Lola blanket. It's so soft. Because Lola is the world's #1 blanket crafted with ultra soft, luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart. You hear that? 4-way stretch. 1, Lola instantly elevates your space, and it's unbelievably soft, beautifully designed, and makes your home feel cozy and curated, darling. Lola is my go-to gift. It's personal, it's beautiful, it's fierce, it's gorgeous, and it's actually something that people use every day. And we love things that we use every day. Am I right, ladies? For a limited time, our listeners are getting a huge 35% off their entire order at lolablankets.com by using code Monet at checkout. Just head to lolablankets.com and use code Monet for 35% off. After your purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets. You won't regret it.
Monét Talks.
Hey, I know the episode was so good, right? You're so mad at you being interrupted. Well, I'm here for an important message. These are my current live dates where you can see me in person, being that girl, being gorgeous, being fabulous. Yes, all of these dates. So if you want to see your girl in person, go to monetxchange.com/live.
Monét Talks.
Baby, you heard it here first. The siblings are coming to Brooklyn. Yes, on August 17th, Bob the Drag Queen and I are coming to $3 Bill in Brooklyn and doing the sibling rivalry family reunion. We've teased this event and thought about doing it here and there, but for real, it's happening now. Siblings, cousins, cool aunts, neighbors, strangers, all are invited to play party games, food, karaoke, all kinds of things and games are happening, and we are so excited to present the first of its kind, the sibling rivalry family reunion. Go to monetxchange.com for details and tickets.
Monét Talks.
So Raven was like, okay, and she tells her friends, and of course I felt a little self-conscious because I was like, oh, I'm making everybody change. Everyone was like, Miranda, thank you. Thank you so much. Because when Raven and her 3 other friends went out to pitch the tent, and they all are very kind of like, we got this, babe, energy, you know? And when I hear Raven in the highest possible octave you've ever heard screaming.
Dogs are listening. They're
Like, exactly. Every dog in Pennsylvania was like howling at the moon because she saw a spider.
There was an S behind that word.
Okay, so she saw a spider. It was pretty crazy. It was crazy.
In the woods, a spider's got you, girl.
She was, and I had to come out.
I don't do spiders.
Oh my God! Everyone was very happy that
I'll
we had a
take out
cabin.
the trash. I will do all the male-oriented things, but you got to kill the spiders.
You gotta kill the
I can't
spiders.
do it.
I mean, Australia. Oh my God! Twice in Australia, I've been accosted by a freak spider, and ones that like double the size of this.
They're
of this
huge.
needle.
See?
Yeah, they're crazy.
That's a
in Australia.
problem.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's
doing
crazy.
that.
And the people in Australia, I call the front desk to like let them know what happened. And they're like, oh, yeah, mate, we got it. And they sent someone else, this lovely woman, I don't remember her name, like a quarter of my size, just comes there, gets it in the cup, and takes it and leaves like nothing ever happened. I'm like, are you joking? Is this how y'all
Hilarious.
is y'all custom here
Yes,
in
Yeah.
Australia?
They are.
Customary.
They are, because
Unacceptable.
my dad told me that he went to Australia and there were bats. He was like being dive bombed by bats. That were just
bombs. Oh my God.
And I was like, are they nocturnal? He's like, not in Australia. It's like, oh my God. So it's just
Craziness.
creatures everywhere.
So
Hilarious.
y'all do a lot of business stuff together. Y'all have had 2 podcasts together. Like, I'm very curious how couples who work together, like, where do y'all come up with these ideas? Do y'all have like a family meeting? Is this pillow talk that snowballs into like real thing? Like, how do y'all do your business?
I think there's a couple ways it happens. Like sometimes great ideas do come at the witching hour. We all know. And so sometimes I'll wake up and be like, babes, I had a dream last night and this is the idea. I need you to help me write it.
A lot of that.
That happens to me a lot. From Miranda, she will be either on the treadmill in her own vibrational state and she'll be like, babes, I had an idea and this is it. So it's not really a family meeting. It's more of when we get that idea, we tell each other immediately and then we start moving forward. It's been a fun lesson to find balance in our relationship as we start to move forward with our production company.
But also the genesis of this, like the YouTube channel, the podcast, was really COVID, because we were, in the house together. We were newly reconnected after having been broken up. We were...
Oh my God, you guys broke up?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
We broke up in after meeting in
17.
2015, whatever.
Got it.
But even when
We did lives, babes, and that's what I think
yeah,
that sparked our
that's
idea.
really part of what happened, because we started doing lives and people were loving our dynamic. And I was thinking to myself one day, and I was like, it's interesting, because I can't think of a single other couple that is in this world that looks like us, that is talking like us, that is kind of presenting themselves outwardly. And I was like, there's something here. And so the YouTube channel kind of came from that. And then I had always really wanted a podcast. I had started a podcast about my birth doula work, but it wasn't really gaining traction. And Raven kind of saw my struggle, and she was like, listen, if we want to move into something together in that space, I'm open to it if you have a cool idea.
And this was also because we were already married. right? I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't do this while we were dating, just because.
No, you just made me write your speeches when we were dating.
Bobby, I had to test you out, babes.
Yeah, understood.
But being the workaholic that I am, and it was a little hard for me to think that. Again, I was going to put myself in a family dynamic where it was all about work. Yeah. And that's how I grew up, and that was not very pleasant for me. Yeah. And so it took me a while to get used to, but I do remember one morning we were chilling, and I was like, let's meditate a little bit on it. Let's figure out what this marriage looks like for us, for our soul, and for our pockets, because we are now doing life together. And we have to make sure we curate a life that we want to live. And to do that, we have to work. Yeah. And so... Remember that? We were just chilling and we meditated, and we really did put out everything that we wanted at that time. Very, very start of our relationship as a married couple.
And the other thing that was interesting and that Raven and I talk about a lot is we kind of feel like we were each other's missing pieces. So for me, I've struggled with my work. I've been like, I don't know what I want to do. I always knew I wanted to do something in entertainment. I grew up in the entertainment industry. It was my happiest moments, very kind of opposite of Raven, who also grew up in it, right? They weren't really her happiest moments. Yeah. But I was like, I want to figure this out. So I was working, as a writer's assistant or a personal assistant, or trying to create my own moment. And it was just missing something. And what I really honestly was missing was a person who was behind me supporting me. And I know that might sound crazy, but I did not get that from a young age. So I was flailing in a way. Like I needed somebody who was like, Miranda, you can do this. You're smart, you're talented, and I'm going to make sure that you show up for yourself when it gets hard.
No matter what.
As soon as something would get hard for me in the past, I was kind of like, I'm not going to do it anymore. Bye. Like this job isn't working anymore. Or, I don't want to be a personal assistant because it's super unfulfilling. And Raven was like, no, you want to write? You have to sit here and write, like finish the thing. And so she really helped push me.
That was
into
hard
that.
at the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah.
It really started some conversations and some discussions.
But also then I was able to offer Raven some things that she didn't have, which was like the ability to say no, and her understanding that like, I also had her back in different ways, and you don't have to do this project or act this way if you don't want to. You can just say you want to be a director. Like we fit.
We fit.
Yeah. I mean, the power to say no. I'm coming to understand how powerful that is, and just because when you're in this industry, I feel the need to say yes to so many things because you never know when the next thing is gonna come. You want to make sure you're always covered, but sometimes just saying no. That opens you up to so many other things that you would never have been able to have if you 100%. Didn't fucking say no to that one thing.
No is a complete sentence.
No is a complete sentence. And it's also surprising because you can be a yes person to someone for so long, and then when you say no to them, shit starts to happen. Like I said no to a couple of people recently, and the snowball effect of like me having to go to the principal's office, them talking to me, you need to watch how you act to people. I'm like, I've never had this note before in my life. I wonder if it's because I said no to these people. And that is our industry. And to not get that, you have to say yes, but that drains you. And those people that you say yes to say no all the time. They have the power to say no. People in our position, we don't always have the power to say no because we are in a fickle part of the industry. We are contingent on if somebody wants somebody that looks like us or has as many followers. You know what I mean? And those people are the yes and the playmakers. So I'm the same way. It's hard for me to say no sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, so wait, my brain is making a connection. So y'all met when you were doing The View in New York.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Right before she started.
Right before
That's why we moved to New York together. So the Philadelphia trip ended up becoming
the precursor to us moving together.
Stay in New York with me.
Y'all really lesbianed it out.
Yeah.
Period.
Immediately.
We didn't have a U-Haul, boo. We had a plane.
Yeah. We had a plane haul. That shit was crazy.
I had to
Container.
tell you, The View is I watch The View every day. It was one of my favorite shows. Y'all been on there twice as guests.
Yes, we have.
And I always love how y'all on there together. I love the show. Joy Behar is one of my. I never met her. I'm obsessed with Joy Behar.
You know what? I can see that.
She's just so funny to me. Yeah. She just doesn't give a fuck. And also, she's
doesn't.
like 84 years old, looking so good.
Yeah, she does look good actually. I'll give you that, Joy. You look really good.
Yeah. Joy looks really good.
And there's no tape used there. I've seen the makeup happen.
Really? See,
use tape.
I'm like, she has to be doing a little makeup glam trick that we ain't seen in front of the
I
camera.
haven't seen it.
Wow.
That's her hair. She got all of it.
Wow.
Yeah, she doing
Wow.
That is wild that she's 84.
It's 84 years old. It's kind of crazy. And I mean,
She acts like it.
I got you. But also, because you lived through a little bit of the Meghan McCain years, which were crazy. I was on because I got in trouble for reading on The View.
Ooh,
Yes, because myself and Nina West, we went on there. They asked us to come. It was Meghan McCain's birthday. I think Meghan McCain loves drag queen. She loves you and Nina West. So I was living in New York at the time. So we came in and they wanted us to we came out at like the last segment and came out to like bring her a cake, whatever. And then Nina West, because she had won like a Harvey Milk Award, like a GLAAD Award, whatever. So she's an ally. And then so we come out there. I bring out these like boots from like Doll's Kill. These like pink stone boots they bought from Doll's Kill that the show gave to get to us. And Nina West says, Meghan McCain, we want to make you an honorary Rue girl as part of blah, 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 blah. And when I tell you the Drag Race fans fucking let us have it. They're like, you gonna make her husband is this, and we can't believe that you go on TV and make her honorary. I was like, I didn't say it, she
Y'all
did.
would have too if you got asked to come on.
Yeah.
Stop playing. You just
know what
imagine you
I'm
didn't get
saying?
asked.
Exactly. So that for about 4 months, I was getting every day just thousands of comments about how horrible I was supporting a racist. It was crazy. I can only imagine you were on there every day doing that show.
I try to forget.
Yeah, it's dark time.
But I know what you go through. I mean, we have definitely created a culture where everybody thinks that their opinion matters. And we've placed it to where everybody's opinion does matter because we read it and listen and it dictates how things get made on television nowadays. And the drag community / the LGBTQ plus IAW7 to the X squared community, we have a lot to take care of and we have a lot to hold because it's so precious, but at the same time you're on The View getting views, going into the homes of people that probably have never seen a drag queen before in their life.
Ever.
You're welcome. Visibility is also very important.
It's super important.
Just don't give it to like a Jenner or anybody.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Babes.
She's the worst. Anyway, we're never gonna get into Miss Caitlin.
No.
And so tea time with Miranda with Raven and Miranda. I love that on there we got to dig in a little bowl and we got topics to talk about, which kind of is a pickup from Greatest Podcast Ever.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do a little free switch. I'm gonna get random word generators.
Oh, I love the random word generators.
This is so fun.
I would just gab about it for like for 60
Beautiful.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. This is my favorite.
Raven loves the game. That's why our entire podcast had to be kind of premised around
Game.
something.
I cannot wait for us to do game night.
We're gonna have so much fun.
It's gonna be
fun.
so good.
What are we
We're
bringing
gonna
for
cook.
food?
Oh, we got you on the food.
Oh, you gonna bring food?
Yeah.
Honey, don't tempt me with a good time.
I found this amazing recipe online. I've been making it. I've made it like 4 times now for a ravioli, lasagna soup.
Oh, yes, I've seen it. Yes.
It's that woman who makes she's like, this is my bite, this is your bite, here we go.
Oh.
It is one of the most delicious things I've ever made. Y'all have to taste it.
Done
Okay,
and done.
lasagna
Done
soup.
and done.
Okay, random word generator. Here we go. First word. Gallery.
Gallery.
Yeah.
I'm doing an art show, and hopefully it will be in a gallery.
Ooh. Okay. What type of art do you do? What's your medium?
My medium. Well, I'm a mixed media artist, but I prefer watercolor and a little bit of acrylic and some collage work. So mostly mixed media. I'll show it when you come over to the house.
I would love to see.
I have some posted, and I've always wanted to be in the halls of hotel rooms. Like, I think the art there is so cool because you can have anybody look at it. But I'll take a gallery. Shoot.
A gallery.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would love. When I think of gallery, the first thing that comes to my mind is an episode of Sex and the City where Charlotte is dating the woman who has a gallery, but she's like a lesbian. She's like hitting on Charlotte. Do you have?
Samantha is dating the woman.
No, but
Charlotte never dates a woman.
She shouldn't date a woman. This woman had a crush on her, and the woman had an art display, and it was all lesbians with like.
Was her name Bet?
Oh my God.
Was it named Bet Porter?
Bet Porter.
Who's Bet Porter?
Bet Porter is the L word. Jennifer
Oh,
Beals.
okay, yes.
Lesbians love art. Lesbians
do.
Wait. But I want to try and remember.
Yeah, Charlotte. She would. Lydia.
The cheating curve.
the cheating curve. She wasn't dating Charlotte, but Charlotte like was like trying to
I
curate some of her art.
remember, and they kind of just like started developing this like little flirtation,
Yes.
and Charlotte was like, "Whoa," but
Yes.
didn't really understand. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Which is a show that also, going back as an adult, realizing how awful Carrie Bradshaw is. Everyone's
Yeah.
problem her problem needs to be everyone's problem. You need to drop everything you're doing to take care of me. I'm like, girl,
I know.
Toxic.
get
I
a
know.
grip.
I know. It
What-
is interesting when you go back and watch, but I
Yeah.
still love it.
Oh,
I can't help it.
I love the show.
Have you ever seen it, babes?
I love art.
Raven Symone, it's so good. And I don't care. I think both movies are also good.
I only
I
watched
like
them-
both
oh my
movies.
God.
I only watched the most recent one because I'm in love with my play dad, Mario Cantone, and so
And
I
Just
watched
Like
it
That?
for him.
Do you watch it just like that?
Oh, yes. I love
Okay.
the show, too.
Yeah.
I thought a season 3 was coming.
It is.
Yeah,
It is?
I think so.
It's been like a year and a half now.
They're
A
taking
lot
their
of
sweet
shit has
time.
happened with Hollywood, dude.
Okay, Raven, because maybe you can speak to this. I don't, in this new era of film and television,
It's crazy.
I feel like it takes, like before we would get 22 episodes in a year, right? Every year. Now we get 10 every 3. Like, why are we getting less with more time?
Money,
Yeah.
Okay.
different people coming in and out in the higher up creative field, very torn because YouTube and streaming services have
Changed everything.
It's changed
Fair.
everything. Let's not forget when television first came on, there were only a few channels. That means anybody who owned a television was kind of watching the same thing
Yeah.
all at one time. Now we could have 5 people in the room, and it's a possibility that we're all watching different things and never seeing what anybody else saw. So it's really difficult for them to curate. And the ABC, NBC, CBSs of the world that have stayed strong, they have to compete with podcasts on YouTube
Yeah.
that people rather watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
TikTok.
Series,
It's
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
It was my dad worked at Warner Brothers. He was
Okay.
the VP of TV, and during pilot season growing up, that was like the craziest time. And that was like he would be just checked out of the family life because he was so overwhelmed. And it was like Warner Brothers would pick up like 20, 22 pilots.
Wow.
And they would, go and shooting your pilots. Now it's like they pick up 2.
And they only make 3.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's really weird.
Or maybe I'm saying that wrong. They would not pick up 22,
No,
but
they
they would
would
shoot
Shoot
and then
22
yeah,
and
pick
pick
up
yeah,
1 or 2.
And now it's like
Bring
they,
to series.
yeah,
there's only
exactly.
2 or 3 of them.
And so it was just
Wow.
like the industry has changed drastically.
Yeah, I'm listening to the Reliving Single podcast
Mm-hmm.
with Maxine and Sinclair. They have a podcast like kind of reliving the series, and oh my god, it's like I'm just learning so much about like what they were going through. Like when they first started, they had this like they didn't even have they were using the Family Matters set when they first started, and like all these little tidbits and things. I'm like, oh wow, like her Kim Coles and Queen Latifah, they would just smoke on set all day in between scenes. Like they sound like they were having such a good time. Of course, later on, clearly some things had happened.
Yeah, obviously.
But in the beginning, how it first started out, they would just like bright and bushy tail trying to make this show that was super popular. It's a really
It's a
good
different
podcast.
culture. It's a
So
different culture, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Next
those
word.
were the days.
Yes. Guerrilla,
Oh,
but
God.
Guerrilla, like guerrilla warfare.
Warfare.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Paint, army paint on my face.
Army
Like-
paint.
Yeah.
Oh, like the little like.
Yeah. If I'm thinking of guerrilla warfare, I'm thinking about someone who's like incognito in the bushes. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me.
First thing for me,
And
for
Gorilla
Glue.
Glue.
Oh my
Gorilla
God, I
Glue,
love
the Gorilla
Glue.
Glue girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh my God, the girl.
The girl.
Didn't she have a hairline after?
No, she did not. Please don't tell me she
Her
had a
hairline was gone after entirely, literally.
Literally.
Oh my
When I
God.
think of gorilla and then she says guerrilla warfare, I go to guerrilla filmmaking, to be honest with you.
What's that?
Guerrilla filmmaking is where you run and gun. You get an iPhone with a gimbal and you just shoot wherever you can, however you can, not
Guerrilla
worrying about
style.
anything. And, also we're just talking about the industry, and some of the main movies that we really love is kind of guerrilla shooting and just like balls to the wall, making stuff happen without getting the industry too involved. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think Lizzo just shot a video of one of her songs like that, guerrilla style. She's just going around the streets of New York, just filming it
Yeah.
and getting it done. When I think of guerrilla, I think about I tell the joke in my stand-up about this guy I hooked up with in Paris, 2019, I think it was. 2019, and the gay men in Paris, it's customary for the gays here to douche, to make sure everything is ready to
That's
go.
cute.
Oh yeah.
In Europe, that sentiment is always shared.
Oh wow.
And I just talk about it was basically guerrilla warfare in a room. It was like
yeah, it
I was doing because I was a blouse that they a feminine top. And
Wait,
I
that's
was
called a what?
A blouse.
That's cute. I like
I was in
that.
my blouse era. I was like,
Yes.
let's try, girl. I'm gonna be the top now. And it was just it was. I was
all
like,
that
this,
cheese.
Yeah, all that
Oh
cheese.
my gosh.
All that fromage.
Oh, the
It
fromage.
I was like, this isn't. But he was like, yeah, it's fine. I was like, no, it's not fine. It's
Oh, the
just awful.
OCD is triggered.
I know.
You're like new sheets immediately.
That's crazy.
Folded and
So
pressed.
do you take a shower with each other after a situation like that, or do you just like leave and let him clean up himself?
Oh no! It was my hotel room, and
it was
then
like, "You're out."
I was like, "You do what you get." As soon as he got done, like I showered. I did not want to shower with him. I was so. And again, I think that's a little assholey of me, but I'm like, I expressed that this.
Assholey of you. I mean, you said it.
It was the point that I expressed discomfort, and they were like, let's keep on. I was like, no, like we should. Like no. So I think that turned me down. I was like, okay, we just can't.
Also, that's not something that you can, or I would want to be doing with somebody who's a virtual stranger.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that you encounter
your
like
partner.
down the line.
Yeah.
Accidents happen, and then you go
Exactly.
shower together, and it's
Exactly.
like, don't worry, babe.
Yeah.
Next time
Yeah.
you shit before.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Okay, next word, understanding.
Understanding. It's hard to understand people sometimes. They are coming from such a place of triggered moments, of past traumas that they have not fully healed. And when they are balls to the wall, this is what I need, you don't understand me. It's like, I don't know how to read through you and all those layers that you're trying to explain yourself on. But I think it's really important that when you have a partner, the understanding factor has to really play a role in it so that you can move forward in the relationship.
Totally. Yeah, couples therapy changed that. Like my boyfriend and I, going to couples therapy was a way to truly help us to understand and see each other's experiences, because he's been sober for 15 years.
Oh, congratulations.
So yeah, and it was really great. But like we just had like, because of our different life experiences, we're having a hard time at the beginning, like truly understanding and seeing each other. And couples therapy saved our relationship for sure.
Love
it was
that.
a great tool and because I wasn't big on therapy, I had never really gone to therapy before. It's not something that was really talked about in my family, yada yada yada. And it's a couple therapy was like the first time I really got into therapy myself, and I was like, oh wow, this is a great little tool.
Good, yeah.
And like someone put it into perspective online. I'm like, how can you fucking go to a doctor to take care of your physical body, but you're not taking care of your mental body? Your mental is this whole thing is controlling the whole shit.
There was no such thing
100%.
as mental health before 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was only for the privileged.
Yeah.
Now 2020 was like, nah, everybody got.
Yeah, hello.
we
Like the
all-
only person I was in therapy was Tony Soprano.
Period.
In that little chair.
Hilarious.
He was the owner of
Literally. Oh my God.
therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay, when it comes to understanding, the first thing that I think of is how I find it so interesting that people can understand each other through their body language. And even if you don't speak the same language, that there is human understanding. So you can just look at somebody and
Animalistic
there's
understanding.
that
Yeah.
primal form, because like you're saying, right, so many of us miscommunicate, so many of us misunderstand each other when we're talking about words, but we don't understand how much we're taking in on a regular basis. So even just sitting here, like, we all feel really comfortable.
Yeah.
And you can read our body languages and see, but then somebody could look at me and they could look at my hand fidgeting on this thing the whole time and kind of understand that maybe there's a little discomfort with her, or assume there is, but then also not understand that I just like the feeling of this.
Yeah.
But I think that it's really interesting to look at the understanding that we do have just when we make eye contact a certain way or certain expressions.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Last
random word.
association. Management.
Management.
Yes, management.
Can I talk to the manager, please?
I think for me, it's time management. I am a big procrastinator.
Are you a Sag?
No, I'm a Pisces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a big procrastinator, and I think being in charge of your own business and stuff, like sometimes I just like, girl, just like sit in front of the fucking computer and do the thing, and like just have to get it done. So procrastinate. I'm trying to be better at managing my time, but it's been more efficient. That's what for me.
I'm definitely a procrastinator as well. Especially when I was in school, I learned how big of a procrastinator I was because I know I can get stuff done, and if I take too long, I'll change. And I'm just like, no. The first thing you think about, just make it happen and clean it up afterwards. I have really, really bad time management with that, and it also swings in the pendulum swings the other way. I'm known for going to a meeting 3 months too early.
For real.
3 months too early.
It's so crazy.
You just show up in the Zoom and like, when is this meeting gonna start?
Literally, I like.
Period. And so like to manage my time with Miranda has really helped me because being Black, you're taught, especially as a professional, that the stereotype is Black people are late. So you have to be early, and then that's what it is. So I married my wife, and I'm like, we have an appointment at 11. I'm in the car at 10. And she's like, it's 15 minutes away. I'm like, but I'm on time though, right? And she doesn't get into the car. The appointment's at 11. She'll get in the car at 10:50. And I'm like, yo. We
got to go.
We got to go.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like being from LA or whatever, but there's a 10-minute grace period. I think for like work and stuff.
No, it's because you're white, babe.
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but I guess, is that just a white people thing?
Yeah, I mean, my boyfriend is always very late. That was one of our big things too. We were like, there would be like a show at Dynasty Typewriter that starts at 7, and we were living in East LA, in East Hollywood. It was maybe like 15 minutes from our house, so he wanted to leave at like 6:40. I'm like, no, we need to be leaving by 6:15, accounting for traffic. We got to park in the lot and then walk to the thing. We cannot get there when the show starts. I don't want. So we got into a big fight about it. One of our first big fights we ever had.
Yeah, we had a few of those. I don't want to be late. I'm not. Sometimes I am really late. That's not what I'm trying to do. Mm-hmm. But I also understand that like we don't have to be an hour early and then sit outside.
An hour early is Raven. That's a little crazy.
Yeah, but what's my theory about it? Like if it's a meeting, I will be like 30 minutes early, but I like to be early because I sit in the car and like decompress from whatever was going on before and like think about it, play a game.
So walk in and like.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
flustered. You know what I mean?
I
gotta put my shit on. I gotta lower my chest. Yeah.
Get in that voice.
Yeah,
what up?
I was here. I'm ready for my meeting.
$80 million deal. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Okay, last word just for shits and giggles. Yogurt.
Yogurt. Pinkberry.
Pinkberry. I haven't had pinkberry in so long. Froyo.
That's the first thing I think of. Greek frozen yogurt pinkberry tart. All the toppings. All the froyo. I love froyo. I don't even like pinkberry. I like froyo. Like, take me to Yogurtland. Take me to Menchie's. Take me to Toppers. If anyone is an original LA kid, person, human, you know Toppers. Yeah.
No, but we're gay, so we know what Toppers
we know what Toppers is.
Topping or popping?
Both.
Yeah, you guys, I really love froyo.
Froyo.
Yeah.
One time I was with a guy who wanted to use yogurt. Well, he wanted to use food.
On the body?
On the body. And food and sex, and we just don't.
No.
I just don't like it. It gets sticky.
Sticky, messy,
salty.
OCD.
And all I had in the fridge was Greek yogurt. So.
You say, here you go.
Here's plain vanilla Greek yogurt.
It's going to be tart as shit.
It was hard. It was sour. Like, this is not fun for anyone. He wasn't having a good time. I wasn't having a good time. I'm like, let's just get rid of the yogurt.
You're like, it's kind of whipped creamy if you close your eyes and think of something else. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yogurt's also a great probiotic. So
I went to the body
he had
too.
Gut health.
I went to the body too. I was like, yogurt on the flour. It helps in certain situations.
Does it really?
On it?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind? Like Yoplait?
No.
Hell no. Hilarious. No.
No, you didn't say Dan. Not Go-Gurt?
Go-Gurt.
Hilarious.
No, but okay, so I did. I go, sometimes they say to get rid of certain infections, you can put yogurt on it, and it helps. But then I started eating a shit ton of Lebneh.
Lebneh. That's the
Lebanese.
Yeah, Lebanese. What
yogurt.
Is
so
the yogurt? Okay.
You take yogurt, you add some salt, and you put it in a cheesecloth, and you drain it, and it's the thicker yogurt. It's like a kefir cheese, and I put that shit on everything.
She doesn't do the
on your
draining
hoo-ha?
herself.
No.
I was like, Raven, what?
No. Which I was like, I need some za'atar and Lebneh. Let me put it on.
And I'm like,
flour.
and I love Lebneh, obviously.
Like, whoa.
Oh my god.
Whoa. know. That's another thing I have privilege about. Like, and I think, like, you know, vaginas are they on the outside?
They're called vulvas.
Sorry, vulva. Okay, I just learned it the other day. I didn't even know I didn't know there was. So the thing that I think is called the vagina, it's really called the vulva.
Correct.
Yeah.
Vagina is on the inside.
Correct.
People don't know their
know that.
anatomy.
No, females don't know it either. I just learned it too.
Yeah, and I learned about the labia majora, the menorah.
Oh, yeah.
The
clitoris.
The clitoris.
Yep.
The cervix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's inside
That's
the
inside.
vagina.
The vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're so ignorant to.
And when your cervix dilates.
That's where the baby comes from.
Yeah. Well, that's how the baby comes out and out.
Comes
Yeah.
out.
That's,
But the baby happens in the other one, the sex one. Like the insertion.
The hole.
The hole. What is that hole called?
The vagina.
that's the vagina.
Oh, that's the vagina.
So the cervix is basically what is dilating. So the cervix is opening.
The cervix looks like the booty hole inside of the vagina.
It's essentially think of it as like a plug. So it's the plug that is keeping your baby up in you. And once that opens, and it literally is something called your mucus plug, and when you're in labor you will lose your mucus plug. The contractions that women talk about and are so painful is because that's your body literally opening up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you guys want kids?
We go back and forth about it.
I do too. My boyfriend really wants children. And I'm like, I go back and forth so often. I'm like, unlike my cat, when I got her, I was like, you know, if worst comes to worst, I can find her another home.
Yeah.
When it's a kid,
Stuck with you.
I'm stuck with this kid.
You're stuck with yourself and looking at yourself and all of your flaws and knowing
huge mirror.
it's a huge mirror that I don't know if we're all ready for.
And that gives me so much anxiety, even thinking about that. Like, that's how I'm like, there's so many people out there who 1,000,000% are like, yes, I'm having them.
Yeah.
That me floundering about it, I should never give that energy to another human living thing.
You also have the privilege to flounder about it.
'Cause,
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that there's a double-edged sword when it comes to our community, but because we are in a community where we need outside help in order to procreate, we can be more poignant and educated with our decision rather than just like, "Whoop, oh, got a baby." You know what I mean?
Well, it's really intentional. Like, we have to put in the work. So I feel like what you're saying is really true, that the decision has to really be 100%, because unlike a straight couple, you can have an accident, a happy accident. We can't have happy accidents. And it's a huge financial investment as well.
Yes.
Ooh, honey, you need like 7 houses for one
You
child.
know, that's what I'm
nowadays.
saying. And I'm like, because if I have a kid, my kid is going to be a Cadillac kid, okay?
Period.
I'm doing all the things. I'm going to be that annoying parent. And then my partner, he's like, you know, well, I know you travel a lot for work and stuff. I'll be the primary parent. I'm like, primary parent? But I want to be I want to be taking you to school. I know that I'm going to be that girl. So I'm like, if I decide to have a kid, I need to be at a point where I can do all the things.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're going to be up in piano. And piano, make your kids play piano. It's such an important
I
instrument.
hated piano.
I hated it too, but everyone who is a fierce ass musician, they can plunk away on a little piano. Whether they're
What about a guitar too? Can we do a guitar and a piano?
Guitar is okay.
No?
But piano is the one.
Ugh, I
Yeah,
hated piano.
it's kind of like how ballet is like the classical foundation of most dance, and so piano is really.
I'm
that of
taking my
music.
kid to the twerk class and a drumming class. Period.
I mean,
Drumming class is good too.
Yeah, that's
when I
good
see
rhythm.
like little girl drummers,
I love it.
Oh,
Love
I think
girl
it's
drummers.
so fierce.
Yeah.
It's so sickening. Like a girl just on.
Yes.
Just making all the boys eat her shit. I love it. I love it.
With some Lebneh.
Thank you. This was
Only
such
on
a
the
fun
external.
conversation. Thank you so much for coming over. This was so fun.
Thank you for
We're
having
gonna do double
us.
dates.
We're totally doing a double
We're gonna
date.
go out to LACMA.
LACMA.
Then we're gonna go to Huntington Gardens.
Huntington Gardens.
Then we're going to have food and game night, and
Yes.
we're gonna go grocery shopping all together.
I love y'all. Y'all are the best.
I love
I'm
you too.
obsessed.
We love
This
you
is
too.
the universe brought a beautiful friendship together. I already feel it in my spirit.
Us too.
And thank you all for swinging on by the couch, y'all. This has been Miranda and Raven here on Monét Talks. We'll see y'all next time.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Monét Talks.